get this set up.
Yeah, come on. I'll give Daddy the rest of your fries. That one was definitely in your mouth. You want these?
No, I'm live right now. Set up.
Yeah, come on. Wow, what the hell are you doing, Psycho?
All right.
Come on. Alright, you should.
I don't know why you guys are you guys able to hear my background? We are recording now, but hey, what's up out there on YouTube? But hey, are we recording? Or I mean, can you guys hear the background? Drop me a 1 if you can. Like if you're able to hear my wife. You are? That's supposed to be muffled. See, I was gonna say my soundboard's not working. It says it is, but it's not. So I have this my soundboard's got a what you call it setting on it where I could it's supposed to just everything's blocked out in the background completely. The only voice that's picking up is mine.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it's not working.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh my God, these are so good.
Yeah.
These are the best pickle chips I've ever had.
I'm not sure.
So
Oh well.
good.
Can hear the better half and the little one. Yeah, it's weird. It's not working. So honey, my soundboard's not working. So they hear everything.
I'm sorry.
You don't have to leave. I'm just tone it just a little bit. At least until I'm done real quick. All right. Sorry guys. I don't know. My soundboard's just says it's working. I have to check it out after the session. Figures. All right. So, like with the 15-second strategy, right? Like I say, don't focus on it. I mean, hey, I mean, if it's that good for you and you want to focus on it, I mean, I'm not going to tell you can't, but right, we're ultimately here for Forex, right? Well, that's what we want is this right here, because once you get this down, it's a wrap, right? Nobody can tell you nothing. You know what I mean? You tell that job, see you later, and have fun. All right, Brad says, can hear the other half in a little. Last week I got my ass handed to me in more than one of my trades that went the wrong way. No doubt, Brad, no doubt. Me too. Me too, I'll be honest.
Oh, you fell asleep after.
Last week. And then I'll be honest, there was one trade last week that really screwed me, but it's because I suppose somehow, I don't even know how it happened. I didn't do it, but my broker just put a sell in for me on US 30. I've never had it happen to me before. I don't know if anybody's had this happen, but I didn't put the trade in. And
He swears.
I know I didn't. But anyhow, when I opened my MT4 up, I don't even know what I was opening it for. I wasn't trading at the time. I don't know. I was doing something with my wife. And bang. My freaking MT4 was negative like $600 some. I was holy shit. What? And I looked, it was US 30, a sell on US 30. I'm like, I didn't even take a trade. So I closed it. I mean, I could have let it run, but my luck, it would have ran even lower, and it wouldn't have turned around. So I wasn't playing that game. So yeah, it sucked. That's the first time that's ever happened to me. Has anybody ever had that happen? Martha said it happened today. Really? I had four that lost me on a large. Or are you just saying it happened today as in you didn't do too so well? Yeah, no, it happened. It was US 30 too. See? That's what it was for me. US 30. And it was like
a lot of money.
Yeah, it was a lot of money. Because you add that with the few trades that I lost, right? Then and that's a hurt piece, right? So yeah, just, always, I guess, always check your, MT4. But it happened. So, I'll make sure I'm very, my eyes are, I'm on it from here on out. But, when you're sleeping, what can you do, right? If you are sleeping, that's the time where you got to just hope. And now, obviously it's not normal because it's the first time it's happened, but yeah, it happened to me. And I was like, what the hell? I know damn well I didn't open the trade. So, that was a hurt piece. So like I say, you'll have your bad weeks, man. That's a trade. That's just trading. You got to understand that you're going to lose trades. Now, you shouldn't lose every trade naturally, right? If you're doing that, then you're just not ready yet, and maybe you go back to demo, but you will lose trades. Nobody can be perfect. Price will not always do what you want it to do, right? It just won't. Okay, sorry, you guys, that sucks. I worry about hitting something wrong or the kids on my phone. Yeah, no doubt. That's real too. Kids on the phone. Hey, I hear you. Absolutely. So yeah, that's like double whammy there. You got when you have little, you got to have to make sure the kids don't get the phone, right? Because at a certain age, that's all they want to do is touch mommy and daddy's phone, and that's currently what she likes to do. So, but yeah, no doubt. I wish they had a feature to where you could lock MT4. So, for example, no matter if my kids would pick up the phone or not, they can't do nothing with MT4. You know what I'm saying? There should be a lock option on that. When you're not using the app, you should be able to lock it. That'd be pretty cool, huh? But yeah, you can't. You know what I mean? All right, let's get to it. Yeah, like my wallet. Yep. Like you can on your wallet. Certain wallets you can. Absolutely. Well, all of them, I guess. You know what I mean? You can't even open it unless you put a code in. So yeah. But it'd be pretty cool, right? All right. So real quick, this trade here, I didn't throw out. I just wasn't too sure on it. This is something I do. Every week. I just like you guys do. I'm sure you guys have trades that you take that I don't know about, or you know what I mean, that weren't called to you, or that weren't, and that's good. You guys should be getting on them charts and finding your own setups. And I don't always give you everything, only because some trades, put it this way, on trades that don't, in my opinion, aren't looking like perfectly, very well set up. I really don't give them to you guys, but I do take some that I don't. And this is one of them. So if you guys are looking like, hey, you did, Steve, he didn't throw this one out. But this is one of them currently sitting. It just started moving, to be honest. It's 18 pips in profit, 17 pips in profit. Nothing crazy. Just a 1 to 3, right? Risking 20 pips to grab 70. I saw it earlier. Reason I took it, right? And just to show you guys. So you had tweezer tops, right? Yeah, not only you had tweezer tops, not only did you have, right? Not only did you have equal, right? Equal lows, but I mean, whoops, equal lows, equal highs, right? You also had a hammer, a doji in there, right? You had a bullish hammer in there. You just had a lot of things right here that, told me to get in. This is where I caught it. And then I waited, and boom, on that next candle, I went ahead and jumped in. But it did have the chance that it could turn around and go opposite way on me. So hasn't yet. I don't know how it happened. I have to put a, let me see. Let's see what Cindy say. I don't know how it happened. I have to put a code in before MT4 will open. What? Really? So you can do it then. Huh. I got to look it up then. I could have swore that option ain't there. Where's that option at? Let me see. Settings.
Did you finish those
ID. And then nothing's under settings. I don't know where else would it be. I don't know how you did that. If you find out though, Cindy, let us know. Mine says I can lock phone. I'll send photo in the group. Okay. Show me. Let me see real quick.
Will you go potty? Go potty real quick, please. What are you doing with all these balls? What are you doing? You're such a weirdo. Are you gaga? You wanna go play in the bedroom?
I don't, that's the lock screen.
Dad's trying to work.
Oh, what kind of phone are you on? Shayla, is that an iPhone? Android. That's why. Yeah, you have it's on iPhone. So iPhone users can, but I don't know. I can't get to that over here on the Android. I can't even get to that spot. I mean, wait, I think I might have found it. Hold up. I don't know if this is it though. So on Android, guys, if you just open your MetaTrader 4 up, go to the top where it has the symbol, click on the MetaTrader 4 symbol. Then up top, your name will come up and it'll say Prosperity Live, right? Your broker will be listed there. Click on that. Don't click Manage Accounts. Just click right above where it says Manage Accounts. Then you'll see something pop up and you'll see a shield there. If you click on that shield, it's asking you to put a code. It's saying something about a validation code. A code protects the generator from unauthorized access. I don't know what that means. A generator, what's that mean? Does that mean like my terminal as my pretty much my MT4 or what? But that's the only place I'm seeing where I could even put a passcode in or a password or anything on Android. So yeah, if anybody knows, let me know. But it's the first time that's ever happened to me. I wouldn't, first time I ever had to worry about this, but yeah, if I could lock it and get in the habit of doing so, I would. All right. So you're going to see my chart probably looks a little different to you guys. So things have been crazy hectic, guys. With having to pack this whole house up is just, man, and we're still a ways away. I'll tell you that. We thought we didn't know we had, you don't know how much shit you really have when it comes time to, call it quits. Right. So between that, with what happened, with my account with the MT4, and then like I said last week wasn't a good week, and then just everything else that's going on just in general in life has been hectic. But I have been practicing in the background, on some things. But I have man, hold on, guys. All right. Oh, I did it twice. All right, so here we go. Right, I've been practicing. So, and here's where some of you, hopefully I don't lose any of you, but Brad will understand this one. So, like, for those of you that are grasping and, really running with this, when you do have those losing days, when you do have those losing trades, right, where you're like, how, right? I saw that thing. You're like, there's no way it could have went opposite way on me, right? When you get those, and that happens, right? That's the smart money. That's the smart money beating your ass, right? That's the smart money just whooping that ass. And you've got to understand smart money concepts. So this first one I'm going to show you, I'm not going to go into depth with it, but like I say, if there is anybody that wants me to elaborate on it, we could have more sessions on it. I really want to touch on the other one, but I'm going to show you this one as well. So it's basically smart money concepts. So, and why I say what I just said is because what you know now, like what I've taught, what we've learned, I should say, that's retail trading. Yes, it's recording. That's retail trading. Okay, so and I'm sure you've heard people talk about retail trading and smart money, right? You always heard that the people who trade smart money are always like talking shit about us retail traders, if you will, right? Who knows what I'm talking about? Right? And all smart money is the banks. So when you say smart money, you just think of banks, right? You're basically, I gotta take this off for now. My back pillow. I need some room. Sheesh. All right. I got bad back, as I told you guys. So I keep one of them back pillows. Real, just small size of your back, but it's meant for, it's got like I don't know, some medical shit to it. But anyhow, it works. But man, sometimes I gotta take it out. Ugh. All right. So basically, Michelle, yeah. But it's trading like the banks for real. Like some people say, hold on, let me just fix my settings. Institutional trading, or hey, I trade like the banks, and they're half-assing it. You know what I'm saying? Kind of like, I'll be honest, the strategy that we first learned from Money McGee, right? That's not really institutional trading. It is, but it's not, right? So I'm going to show you, and yeah. So the difference is what you have to understand about these markets, right? The easiest way to understand it is, to be honest, the banks move these markets, right? Now, and this is why another thing is, when I talk about you want to learn trading, because it doesn't matter what you trade, stocks, cryptos, forex, right? It's trading. But with what's going on in the world and everything, right? With the new financial system, just with everything, right? The reason, I don't think, it's hard to say. I don't think trading will go away, but a lot of the manipulation is not going to be here. You're not going to have the corruption. The reason you have these banks pushing the markets the way they do is we all know is, right, it's fraud. So when that all gets cleaned up, like it does and is and has, what happens, right? So if you know how to trade, you can go and do anything. crypto, go trade cryptos. Crypto is the future, right? But you can't trade crypto until you learn trading, right? You can't go trade indices until you learn trading. You can't go trade stocks until you learn trading, right? So why I say like now is the time, man. I'm telling you, because things could change, right? And you may not have that, be able to trade for it. We don't know what's going to happen, but all I can say is just the art of trading, right, is so important to know. So back to the point here. So that's where the smart money concept comes into play, right? That's where, like right here, right? If I were to look to the left, I bet you there's an order block to the left. And I bet you the reason why this happened the way this happened and price came up here, it wicked and then dropped. I guarantee you, with nothing else up here, right? There's a 1 hour, but I guarantee you look to the left here and we're going to find one and why price did this. And I bet you this was a smart money move, right? If I were to go look and back test it and yada, yada. Anyhow, and it's also no indicators. It's completely naked trading, completely, right? Complete naked trading. Nothing is on the chart except for your candles. Now, this down here is different. The MACD, RSI, that's different. I'm talking about on your chart. Unless you draw it, there's nothing there, right? So real quick, I'm not going to spend a lot of time on it just because, like I said, we can do classes late in the future on this, but I just want to show you like how to describe it, right? So like, let's just say every time you see a box form, right? Like right here, every time you see a box form, right? One of these are coming. A breakout's coming, right? An impulse, I shouldn't say a breakout, I should say an impulse move, right? An impulse move. Anytime you see bang, impulse move. And this is on the day chart. So when you see an impulse move like this, you drop down, that's a big move. Even this one right here. This whole move, right? Anytime you see impulse move, right? What do you think that is? That's not the markets. That's the banks. That's the banks doing their thing. The banks are pushing the markets. They're using their money, smart money, right? And the reason why they call it smart money is because probably 95% of the trades that you lose them because of smart money, right? When it just all of a sudden goes opposite way on you, and you're like, what the hell? Like, that's smart money. Pushing the markets up, and then boom, then it comes down, right? But after it stops you out, right? They'll get their money. Trust me. Remember, they got billions. They got billions that they have. They can push the market, 400 pips to their downside and leave themselves, sitting 800 billion in negative and not even care because they control the markets. They're going to push it back up when they're ready. So what I'm trying to say is when you learn smart money, it's game over. Game over. You will be a beast, right? Nobody can touch you type shit on the charts. When it comes to taking trades in the markets, you'll be unstoppable. But it's tough. It's tough. So that's why I'm not going to spend a lot of time, but I am going to touch on it. So like, for example, if we were looking at, right? GBP CHF on the 1 hour, right? How I have it drawn up. So this is all smart money right here. And the reason I have it this way is just to show you. But this is the banks, right? Whoops. Anytime you see a box form in the market, it could be small, big, it could be any size, right? All time frames. It happens on all time frames. Now, like right here, when you see order blocks, right? That's money. Okay. When you see, you know, equal lows, equal highs, right? If I were to put one right up here, equal lows, equal highs, that's money. Money was sitting on money up here, money down here. If you look to the right, the money on top got cleaned up because we came up. This money sitting right here still is yet there's still money down here, right? There's money, right? Just sitting right underneath these equal lows. And they're coming down and they clean it up eventually. But the best way to kind of use it while you're learning is the box, right? When you see these boxes form, and you'll, like I say, the reason why I have them labeled is because you're going to see them on every chart. Like if I would drop down to the 15-minute, I bet you I can find box. I'm going to find boxes in the market like this one here. This is an hour one, but if you run the 15-minute, you can call it a 15-minute. I would just have to, you know, move it up just a tad, but you know, and a box with a breakout, meaning, you know, with an impulse coming out of it, basically. So let's go back to the 1 hour. Let me show you something. All right. So every time you have a box and then boom, impulse, that creates the order block. Okay. The banks made that move. Okay. Money up here. This has to get mitigated. Mitigation, right? A lot of this, like I say, some of this, if you don't know, just stick with me. Stick with me. All right. Because eventually, guys, this is the path I want everybody to go down. Okay. The market makers are only allowed to have currencies move or change a certain number of hits per week or day or month. Yeah, no. Okay. So when this happens, it creates this order block, right? Boom. Another one right here. Boom. Okay. Create an order block. This one here was a 4 hour, which is all right, but we're on the hour chart. Now, what that means, right? When this happens, that means price, right? Price has to come back. Has to. It has to. How you do it is you take if it's a bearish impulse move, you take the last bullish candle before the impulse. So right, it'd be this one right here. And you create the wick to wick, create the box. But price, the banks usually will bring price right back up to the right bottom of this candle. Like I said, remember, it's always the candle before the impulse move, to touch it perfectly by the pip, literally to the pip. A lot of times, I mean, it's perfect on the nose to the pip. And then other times it might come up into the zone a little bit, right? Into the order block. And then boom, it's going to fall off the face of the earth. All it's doing is coming up here and mitigating it, right? Once it's mitigated, it's done. You don't got to worry about price coming, you know, okay, cool, right? Now there's no reason to even be up here. Now you know it's got to come down, right? Now it's going to come down and get all this shit down here. We have lows all over the place that have yet to be picked up. The only low that's been picked up is this one right here. And it just happened. I looked at this before the session and it wasn't like that. or, this morning. So we can remove this one. It's gone. We came down here. Exactly what I'm calling for. Look, I want it to come down to this order block, and I want to see us shoot up. Okay, I want to see us I want to come grab this first. I'd love it. This might not happen, but this should mitigate first, guys. And then we're going to drop all the way down to here. All the way down. And that's the move you catch. That's the move you catch. Right? So there's a lot of learning, right? But I just wanted to kind of show you. But also, I want to show, hold on. I want to show, I have examples on, how do I do this? Okay, here, let's do this way. All right, so I got a few, right? Okay, I'm going to show you. Here's the first one. This is on Bitcoin on the 5 minute, right? Here was your box. Here was your. I like this. Just say you could call it. I don't know. The bank's box, right? The bank's box, okay? Or a bank box, banker box. Here's a banker box, right? And then boom, price went to the upside, right? Shot to the upside. Now, if you would zoom in here, the candle before the impulse right here is probably the bearish candle, right? So you take it to the candle and look what price did. Oh my goodness. Right here, look. Came back right to the pip and sheesh, took off to the upside for probably thousands of pips. That's Bitcoin. So that's a big ass move. That's a huge move. But do you see that? Had your bank's box, boom, impulse happened. Now you wait. Once that happens, then you mark it up and you'd have your line, your zone right here, and you'd be waiting and waiting, and boom, price falls in here and you're out the door, right? This is what the banks do, guys. If you learn this, I'm telling you, it's crazy. Trust me, but it's tough because unfortunately, everything we've been taught, there's some people in IM that teach this. Lindor actually teaches it in his own way, and I'm going to touch on that in a second. But most of them don't. Most of your people that we have over at IM Mastery Academy are retail traders, and that's why we're retail traders right now, right? We're the dumb money, if you will. And that's just how it is. That's what we're considered in the market. And I'm not saying you can't make money by being a dumb money trader, but learning smart money it makes you understand the markets. Let's just say that. Even if you don't trade with that style, you should still go through it just to understand the markets, because when you learn smart money, you'll learn, like I say, you will learn how these markets move, and you'll be unstoppable. But anyhow, let me just show you a few more. But I'm low key learning it more than I already know it, and like I say, if there are people that do want to learn it, I will start. It's going to be maybe, a couple weeks, but I might start doing like one session a week on smart money. Okay, so here's another one. Okay, S&P 500 on the 15 minute. S&P 500 on the 15 minute. Here we go. Here's your banker box, right? And remember, guys, the box can be any size. It can be small, little, big, but all you're looking for is just pretty much consolidation, right? And equal highs, equal lows, basically. They don't have to be equal highs, equal lows. And I'll show you you'll see it on the next one, or I forget which one it is, but there's one here that shows you that you can go wick, you have to take it to the wick. So like, for example, this long wick right here, If this was your box, let's just say you were using this box here, because this right here is a box. This is a box on top of a box. If I were to take this and draw this, and then here's the breakout, right? I'd be going from wick all the way down to the wick. Okay. Anyhow, here's your banker box, right? Boom. Here's the impulse. Okay, here's the first, bullish, because it was a bearish breakout. Here it is. Here's that candle. Remember, you bring it to the right here. So your line would be right here, and look what happened, guys. Price come to the almost to the pip. Literally, you probably went 3 pips in drawdown, and then boom, you fell off the face of the earth. See that? S&P 500. The banks did that. That's the banks making that happen right there. So when you learn that and understand why that move happened, I'm telling you, your whole trading is going next level, right? Next level. Now, talks about consolidation for market movements. Yeah. Now, like I say, Spiller, I'll be honest, Spills, he's a retail trader, guys, Dr. Spiller. And I'm not saying he's a bad trader, because he's not. I'm just saying smart money. Understand, this is about smart money. It's all it's about. Whether you want to learn it or not, it's up to you. I'm just showing you how powerful it is. And I will be doing sessions, but they're not going to start, like I say, it's going to be a few weeks, but I'm going to start doing about 1 a week. But yeah, anytime you have consolidation, you should be looking for a move. But that doesn't mean all consolidation is the banker box, Cindy, because it's not. So you really can't go by that. So you just got to just understand it's smart money, and you'd have to go through it and learn it. And like I say, it's not hard, but it's completely opposite from everything that you have learned. Let's just say that. So if you're somebody who hasn't quite learned yet, I don't know if I would try to make the switch, because it's going to confuse you. But for somebody who has grasped it and you are running with this, you can, you'll be fine. So depending on where you're at in your trading is will depend on whether, you can do this or not. No, anybody can do it. I'm saying whether you're ready for it or not, I should say. Okay. But it's not hard, because I'm going to show you in a sec. And that's what you do. You simply just look for that. And I'm going to show you how to utilize. There's one tool in IM that actually helps with this particular, and I'm going to show you. Okay. So here's another one. US 30 on the 1 minute, right? US 30 on the 1 minute. Look at this. Here's your banker box, right? Here's your banker box. Here's the impulse. Bearish right here. Nope, it was right here. Bearish candle. Boom. Came out and look. Came back to the T. You wicked maybe 5 pips in negative. Took off. It played. It came back again. Gave you another chance. Sometimes it will do this. And then boom. That thing went to the frickin' moon. Right? Now, once you saw this happen, this form, and you saw that, now you're waiting. Now you're just waiting. And bang. Right? Here's 2. Here's is gold on the 5 minute. Here's gold on the 5 minute. Banker box. Here it is. Now you see what I'm saying? Well, here's a good example on what I mean about taking it to the wick. You see this? So just know that price doesn't have to come top to bottom of the box, right? So just know that you're just looking for, consolidate, a box. Basically, I don't even want to. I don't even want to say consolidation, because I don't want you looking all consolidation, thinking that all consolidations to banks, because it's not. It's only when you have the impulse. Always remember that. You need that impulse, but how you do it is you simply just look for the box. That's it. Once you find the box, mark it up, and then that's it. If you get the impulse, you do. And then there will be times where you come to the chart and you have it like you see this, but none of this is here yet. and you see the box and you in the impulse, it hasn't come back yet. Well, then you know, cool. Here's my box. Here's my impulse. Let me mark it up and let me wait. Right? You set an alert for when price gets, boom. When the price gets there, your alert's going to go out. You know, however you want to do it. But I'm just showing you right here. Gold on the 5 minute. Here's your box. Here's your breakout. I mean, I should say your impulse comes back to the bearish candle before the breakout, which is here. To the, remember, you don't go to the wick. You put your line at the closed, so your line would be right here. Okay. Even though this candle has a wick on it, your mark's going to be right underneath it. Sure enough, look, slide your cursor. That thing came to the pip. Look at that. It wicked. And with doing so, it also created another box with an impulse. If you mark that one up, that one came back to the pip and took off. That's amazing. Now, retail traders are not catching this. They might catch one of the moves, but they're not catching both. They may not catch either or because of the way we trade. We trade with trend lines. We trade with, breaker structure, things like that. Okay. The banks are just doing their thing because they can, right? They got all the money in the world. And then here's the last one. Here's another one. Banker box. This is S&P 500 again on the 15 minute. Banker box, impulse. Go to the opposite candle, the first opposite candle, which is the very next one, the bearish right here. This was an upside move, so you're taking it to the, not the wick, just a closed candle. And look, came back almost to the pip. You maybe drew down maybe a pip, 2 pips in negative, and then you shot to the freaking moon. Now you see how that is? Pretty crazy, right? So that's just smart money. Okay, it's just smart money. Now let me show you, before I get to the strategy in IM. Let me show you what tool you can use.
Okay, I don't know. Carry to the hospital bed.
There it is. All right. So now I'm going to show you what tool you can use. And starting out, like I say, guys, you don't need to mark any of this, highs, lows, or not all this. This is just me. Like I say, once you learn it, you can. But I'm just going to show you how to use that box strategy. So all you're really necessarily looking for are boxes. When they happen, box them up. Wait for this to happen. Boom. Now look. We've yet to come back up here. You see that? So now do you see why? When we were right here, retail traders are going to buy. Why? Well, look, I even put the trend line there to show you what we would have done. Us as retail traders. That's a clear uptrend. That's a higher high. We're taking it. Right? We're in a buy, right? No, not pivots. We're in a buy, right? At least I know I would have. I'm buying, right? You guys can see that, right? Clear uptrend. But when you have smart money marked up, now you're going to think twice about putting that buy in because you're going to see what I saw, right? And you see that all of this down here still needs to be grabbed. All this money still needs, they have all this money on the table. The banks left money here, here, and here. Right? Yes, they have a big order block up here, but this is the 4 hour, right? I'm on the hour chart. All they have left is right here. That's it. Once this gets mitigated, now there's no reason for them to be in a buy. See what I'm saying, guys? Once they mitigate this, once they come get this, there's no reason for them to be buying. Who can tell me why? Who can tell me why? Who can tell me why there's no reason for them to be buying once they come up here and mitigate this? Right, pretty much, yeah. The money's gone. There's no reason to be up here, right? Yes, you have a day. This is probably what? Is this a day? Let me see. Yep, this is a day order block. So that's, those are, yeah, you don't really got to pay attention to them, but in this situation, no, not yet, right? We're not even close to that yet. So yeah, there's nothing there. And then if you come and if you look below you, look what you have. You got lows all over the place. You got lows down here that haven't been grabbed yet, all over here. Let me see. Do we? Maybe we don't. But anyhow, there's more down low than there is up top. So yes. And trust me, they get every penny, guys. They don't leave a penny on the table. I'm going to tell you that right now. Write this down for sure. Banks will never leave anything on the table. Okay? Yes, Greg. Tell them, Greg. Look, you guys have seen it already, right? Understand, smart money, they're not buying. Us as retail traders, we're looking for this buy, maybe 60 pips. They're looking for the 500 pip sale move, right? I mean, they're getting it all because they're the banks. It don't matter which way they're going. But I'm just saying that's what we do as smart money traders. Once you learn it, all you do is ride the coattails of the banks, guys. We ride the coattails. So we wait for them to come down here, mitigate this. We wait for them to come here. And when they get here, that's our move, right? This is our move. Boom. And we're bringing it all the way down because why? They're coming to get all this shit, right? Once you learn it, guys, I'm telling you, it's a whole new ball game. But let's just say it comes to the pip, which is right here. 240 pips. But it's going to go lower because there's more down low. There's more down here. If I go over to the left more, if I keep going, it'll be there. So it'd probably come maybe down into here. I don't know where. I can't tell you that yet. But it's coming to grab all this, at least, right? Always want to make sure you want to focus on where you're currently at first. Always know, price will take care of what's here before it's going to go take care of anything else. So with the situation that we're looking at, that's why I called this to here and then bang, we're catching the big move. Sure enough, look what happened. So far, so good, right? So far, so good. We didn't mitigate yet. That don't mean we won't. But and I could be wrong. This might not happen. But smart money tells me that it's going to happen, right? Because look what's happening right now. Listen, you could take this buy up to here because here you go. You had a box. Here's your box. Here's your impulse. Bearish candle, the candle right before the impulse. You guys can see it. Let me zoom in, right?
Doesn't sound like a unicorn, a wolf, and a mushroom. You're hanging out.
Right there. Wick to wick would be my order block. That's how I get the order block. Now, the line, I want price to come right here. We got to come here to mitigate. It's got to at least right here. It might come a little farther into it, right? We're what? A pip away? 2 pips away? 9, 8 pips away. So we're there. We're Johnny on the spot, right? Password? There is no password. I don't know why. Yeah, so guys, password? No. Nobody needs a password. You've never needed a password in the past. She always says that. I think she's trying to access it the wrong way, guys. Could someone tell her just click the link. She's got to be accessing it the wrong way. I don't have a password. Yeah, crypto was my password when I had a password. Yes. But I took the password off. Okay. So again, guys, I just wanted to show you what can be done. You don't have to learn this right now, but do you see how smart it is though, right? Versus being a retail trader and just, going off of trends and stuff. We would have lost this trade because we're buying here. We're uptrend. Boom. It goes the opposite way on you. Why? Well, if you'd had your smart money marked up, you would have known you had an order block right here that needs mitigated. You wouldn't have went in for a buy because you would have waited to see what price did right here. And sure enough, here it comes. Right? So just food for thought, guys. But real quick, I want to show you how you can use smart money with IM to your advantage. Let me show you. It should make a lot of sense, Labib. I mean, it makes sense for sure. It's just learning it, but so here's the thing. And most people who get in, who trade smart money started as a retail trader like us. That's what we are. We're retail traders. But when you learn smart money, that's why you always hear people tell you, you have to unlearn everything you've learned already, right? Because you don't use any of it in smart money trading. You don't use none of it. And when I start the class, we'll touch on that, but how to use harmonics for smart money. So all you would do is to go to harmonics.im, right? Pull up your harmonic scanner. And we don't worry about anything on this chart. We don't worry about the pattern. I don't care if it's a shark. I don't care if it's a bat. I don't care. We don't even care about the harmonic pattern, right? All we want is make sure we click up here on price feeds. Make sure you change it to Trader's Way. When you do this, you have to change it to Trader's Way. So always make sure you start here. Make sure you click on price feeds and make sure Trader's Way is selected. Now, only reason we do that is because that has the most selections. It's going to give you the most, ideas. Now, all you're doing, it don't matter what time frame you're doing it on. You want to do it on the 15, you want to do it on the 30, you want to do it on the hour, whatever. Make sure you have that selected. And all you're doing is, all you're doing, is looking for the pair, right? So for example, all you care about is over here. Who cares what the pattern is? Because we don't care, right? All you're looking at is the pair. All you want to know is what pair, right? I'm going to show you why in a second. All you care about is the pair. Now, the farther down you go, the older they are. So like the ones way at the bottom, you're probably not going to care about, right? So, the first 1 through probably, 10, maybe 1 through 6, 1 through 8, somewhere around there. The first, we'll say 8, right? Give or take. That's all you're caring about. You don't care about anything over here, but all you do is come here. So let's just say, for example, here, let's change my chart to the 15-minute. Let's say we were going after the 15 minutes. Okay. So we come over here to harmonic scanner. We put it on the 15-minute chart. Okay. NZD CAD. All right. You come over here to your chart. NZD CAD. I don't have it, so let's pull it up. Right now, currently where it's at, right? All we did, right? Why did we use this? All we wanted was the pair. I don't care what it's doing. I don't care if it what kind of harmonic. That doesn't mean anything to me. The reason we have to use the harmonic scanner is because what we found out, well, not me, but what they found out is every time the harmonic scanner gives you a pair, so all these pairs here, right? Every time, 90 to 95% of the time, you get a banker's box to form, or it's already formed. Now, do you know why we use this? All you care about is the pair. It's all you want to know is what pairs is the harmonic scanner calling, right? Then you go to your chart. Remember, we're on the 15-minute, right? And we look for if we see a box forming, or was there one formed, right? I can tell you. Right? Look, I can see one. Bang. Right? You see me? You guys see me? I'm slick. I'm all slick with it now, huh? I got all my templates saved and shit. I can change it to whatever you want. I got all this now. Nice. Got my settings right. But yeah, that's all it is. I see that forming. Did you guys see that? Right? So I can even catch one. Look, oh shit. It might have just came, oh no, it already happened. Look, let me get this out of here. Check me out. Watch.
What? I have clams in here, want to see? Stand right here.
Bang.
Yeah?
There's the impulse. Oh my goodness, it just happened. Look.
You want cookies?
There's the impulse. Here's where price would come back to. Boom, boom. We're about to head up out of here. Look at that. Look at that. Sheesh. Yo, you see that? Who saw it? First one. Wow. The first one we looked at. The first one was NDZD Cat on the 15. We come over here. We see if we can find a box. We found two of them. We found one forming here, but we found this one. Impulse. We came back. Bang. We're about to take off. Sheesh. I'd keep your eye on NZD CAD for a minute just to see what happens. But that's literally, there you go. Prime example of how you use it. Simply, all you're using this for is just to look. You don't care about the chart over here. All you want is right here. All you care about is over here. And make sure that you have Trader's Way selected. And that's it. We don't care all this. Listen, we're not using the harmonic scanner for this part. You can, but right now we're not, right? For this strategy, we're not. We don't care about all this. That's all you do. Price feeds, Trader's Way, and then boom. You want over here. right? And you look at the pairs. That's it. First one we looked at, boom, there it was right there. You take it to the candle, the one before it, which is right here, the bearish candle. Remember, we don't go to the wick, we go to the body. So there's the body, and look, we literally we wicked into here, and now we're waiting to take off. You see that? Wow. You could say here's another one. This isn't really a box though. I mean, yeah, I guess it is. Yeah, it is. Matter of fact, there's another one. You can mark that one. So you'd be waiting for price to come back to somewhere in here.
Here, just take care
right,
of this
to mitigate. So, but you see what I'm doing, right, guys? Smart money.
Here,
Okay, this is just a strategy
or you want to just carry
that you can use. Okay, it's just a good strategy to use for the banker's box.
Right here, I got it.
Okay, that's all it is. No, Michelle, no, no. I say keep your eye, keep your eye on it. I mean, I haven't. I'm not gonna tell anybody to get into anything because I mean, I didn't look at anything. I'm just showing you what you do. I mean, you can get into it if you want. Not this just very second, but yeah, you can get in. Now be careful because remember, not every box will mitigate properly, right? This box might not mean anything, at this given moment. It might be coming lower. Who knows, right? That's why you always wait for that confirmation. But the reason you do this is for very, very minimal stop losses for big rewards. So for example, like this right here, right? Let's just say you would have took this one. Okay. Let's grab our tool. Okay. Right. Right on the line. That's where I want our entry. And our stop loss would be right on the other side of the previous low. Or some people really do it tight and they'll put it right underneath, right? I mean, that's real tight. I like to go right here. So I would go 8 pips, right? At least 1 to 5, 1 to 6 usually, but I take mine to right here, right? So if you look at that, guys, that's a 1 to 5 risk to reward. You're risking 8 pips to grab 50. Now, who wouldn't want to do that, right? Even if it doesn't go your way, you're only losing 8. You're risking 8 pips. If you're using proper risk management, 8 pips ain't shit. You see what I'm saying? So another reason why you trade smart money is obviously sniper entries, because smart money, they don't play around. When they make their move, they make their move. So if you know the move they're making, you can be very tight with the stop loss. Does that make sense? So for some of you that want to get in that trade, that's what I would do if I was going to take this trade, right? Or if you want to make TP1 right here, you could do a 1 to 4. Make TP right there, TP1, 38 pips, right? Or, whatever you want to do. But that's where I'd go with it. One of those 2 spots, right? So, why are my settings all screwed up? But I just wanted to show you that one real quick. but I have a goodie though. The one I really want to show you. I mean, I want to show you both, but like I say, not everybody's ready for smart money. But those of you that are, feel free, shoot me a message or whatnot. But we'll start doing smart money classes. I want to start doing them not till after the move. We're going to move. We got to finish our move first. So when I get out of here, I'd like to start doing smart money like once a week, maybe twice a week. And just, because for those of you that are serious about trading, you want to learn it. You want to know it. Trust me. When let's just look at it like this. Anybody who knows how to trade, right? And they understand retail trading like what we're doing, or what we've been doing, I should say, and smart money. And you ask them which type of trader would they rather be? They're 100% are going to tell you they want to trade smart money concepts. 100%. I'm telling you, not one of them is going to tell you retail trading. Not one. Oh, my neck. Not one of them. Right? Because once you learn this, why would you? Once you can learn how to move like the banks move, pretty much ride their coattails. You're waiting for the banks to move so you can run with them. For example, here's your banker box. You waited for this move to happen, the impulse. Then you wait, because now you're going to move with the banks, because you said price is coming back to mitigate it and it should take off. Boom. Here you go. You have your setup waiting. Bang. Yeah, did you see that, Heidi? I did. He didn't respond. I really wanted to see what he had to say, because I'm confused on why he's not a smart money trader. I really am. Now, guys, got to understand, for those of you that are in driven, Corey is not a Forex trader. You have to understand that. So we can't really compare Corey to any of us. He's not a Forex trader, right? So it's so different, right? So I bet you if you ask JJ or Lewis, I bet you they have an answer for you, right? Corey, I'm not saying Corey doesn't know it. I guarantee you he does, but he doesn't trade. He's not a Forex trader. He's just not. He can mark a chart up. He can tell you some shit, but he's not a Forex trader. Put it that way. He's a master trader, if you will, but he doesn't trade Forex. So, but yeah, he may not have saw the question. I mean, he may, just missed, read over it, but yeah, I didn't get an answer to it. No. But it's something I've been not studying, but I've been really diving into it for the last month or so. And wow, it's some powerful stuff, guys. So, I'm just putting that out there, for those of you that would want to check it out. Okay, now I want to show you a strategy. Now this strategy, guys, I'm telling you right now, is easier than colors, believe it or not. Okay, so am I against colors? No, by no means am I not. I love my colors, trust me. But this here, there are some people out there that don't want to pay $50, and I get it. I mean, I really don't get it, but I get it, right? And or they'd like to not have to pay it if they don't have to, right? They are paying it, but man, I'd rather not. I get it. I don't, but I do, right? I'm going to show you now. This one is still an add-on, Now I showed you pivots, dynamic edge, right? This one here is the same price as that. Okay. So remember I told you, I think it was maybe 2 weeks ago, I made the comment to you guys and I said, IM's about to go next level. Just, sit tight. They got a lot of shit about to really hit the floor, hit the ground running. And part of that is a lot of their tools are getting revamped and or new tools coming on the scene, and their education is changing, the way they do education. So a lot of this has to do with compliance. They were on the verge of losing the company. Okay, let's just put it that way. And I'm sure you guys have noticed a lot of changes, right? There's some educators no longer around. There's some changes, right? So Chris Terry didn't want to lose the company, right? And I'm sure we didn't want to lose it either. So that's pretty much the reason for the change. Compliance was on their ass, right? So they had to start doing things the right way. So there's a few educators that got shit canned, got let go, things like that. Some tools got switched around, changed a little bit, and then there's also new ones being launched. So some of the new ones being launched aren't launched yet, like the new harmonic scanner. They haven't dropped it yet. They ran into a little, I guess, some tech issues that kind of pushed that one back a little bit. That one was supposed to already be launched. So we're getting we're gonna have an all new harmonic scan. The way it works, it's all gonna be new whenever they go live with it. So, but I'm not really worried about any of that because, like I say, between colors and what I'm about to show you, there's just nothing else needed, right? In my opinion. I know, guys. So I know what Doc's live right, or Alex is live. So if you guys want to watch that, when I'm done here, you guys can head back to watch the recording if you want. Oh, never mind. It's Monday. He's not live on Mondays. That's right. Never mind. I keep thinking it's Tuesday. Never mind. All right. So, real quick, it is vibrata. Okay. He's on Instagram right now. Oh, is he? Live? Yep.
Trap houses. My boy Rich showing up. My boy, get in there and eat, man. You gonna go eat now? All right. Watch your back. Watch your step. Watch your step. My boy Rich up in here, coming to the trap house.
Big facts.
Big facts. Trapping trades right here. So we were here today, right here in Houston, and wait till you see the little lagoon that I prepared for us this week. It's gonna be. That's a hot tub over there. That is a hot tub over there. So I'm trapping right here. And I said, I'm done with trying to find people who want to trap with me. I'm just going to rent an establishment and I'm just going to start trapping myself. I'm not asking whose team you're on. I don't care whose team you're on. I'm not here trying to teach you how to grow your team. I'm just teaching people how to trade, okay? Listen, if you want to learn how to trade with colors.
Oh, shit.
And one of the things I love is how the streets are protecting me right now.
Oh,
streets,
shit.
I want to say something to you. All my OGs. I'm talking about all my OGs. All OGs, all street dudes. Y'all know who y'all are. And I want to thank y'all for showing me love. I want to thank the streets for protecting movements like this, man. There are street niggas that are out here that love me. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all so fucking much for protecting my movement, man. So all y'all street family out there, y'all know who y'all are. You know who you are, gang life, gang family. Thank y'all for listening. Hey, man, when this guy's doing what he do, woo, 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 we protecting this shit. And I'm thankful for the OGs I sat down with that are best like blessing this movement, that are making sure this movement don't get no flack and don't nobody come and fuck off what we're trying to do, because all Spills is trying to do is let the streets eat. And the only way I know how to do it is bringing the streets together, man. And look, I'm gonna keep trying to bring dudes together. I'm gonna let all y'all network marketers, no cap, I'm gonna let all y'all network marketers do y'all, man. Y'all do y'all. I try. Look, I'm gonna let all y'all network marketers, y'all go do y'all. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go back to mission number 1, and I'm gonna go back to feeding the street.
I love it.
And so I traded with them in one room, and then I brought the chef in, and look, hold on. They're walking out with plates. Hold on. It was catered. You had fresh salmon and shrimp and pasta and salad.
Oh shit, he got a chef up in that mug.
No. This is how we trade with
Spills.
the goat, though. This is how you trade with goat. Nigga walking out of here with a goat plate. Now you know that's some nigga shit right there. But I love my bro. I love him, but he better get that to goat plate to go. I love you, man. Thanks for coming, bro. Bro, thanks for coming. I appreciate it so much.
Yes, sir.
All right, look. All we doing is showing love to the street, right?
Hey, showing love.
Right, we want the street to eat.
We want everybody to eat.
We want who?
Everybody.
All right, look. If you in Houston and you ain't rocking with me, I don't know what else to say. I told you all this week, I just want to show love to the street. I'm giving back in my own way. The only way I know how, I'm giving back my own way. The only way I know how.
I love it.
And I'm going to make sure that y'all know I love y'all, man. I just want y'all to know I love y'all, man. And the only way I know how to show y'all is by giving. And you can say a lot of shit about me. Most of that shit true, you know. Some of the shit, you know, I'm a bitch ass nigga. I've done some bitch ass shit. But you'll never ever say I was not about teaching people this goddamn skill. That's all the fuck it's about. So, a lot of shit you want to say, I'm this, I'm that shit probably true, nigga, fuck you. But at the same time,
Let's go.
Can we feed the street? Can we get back to making the main thing? And the main thing is, these people were not expecting to come out to an event like this tonight. And some people shied away from it because they're just stupid. I really don't care. Just dumb. But I'm not here for them. I'm here for these people that came tonight. And you know when they came tonight? I blessed them. God damn, I blessed them. Shit. I'm so fucking happy I did. And we just getting started. I'm gonna keep going. And Houston is just the beginning. I'm gonna get back to my city. I'm gonna get back to the H, to the foe. I'm giving back straight to the foe. I am. I'm giving straight to the foe. So all y'all, I'm giving straight to the foe. For the foe, I'm doing it right there. And so you won't be able to say nothing if I ain't giving back to the street. Y'all won't be able to say that shit, right? So now this line ain't packed. Now ain't a lot of niggas here on this live. I don't give no fucks. Because it ain't about the audience. I remember telling Stephon Raw in Dallas, I was like, bro, if you're doing this shit for the crowd, you're doing this shit for the wrong motherfucking reason. Fuck this crowd, man. I'm finna get ready to throw this shit out. And I'm gonna start meeting, and I'm gonna start greeting. These niggas came here and got their shit catered. And it was a spread: shrimp, pasta, salad, this fruit tray. My money. My money. I ain't asked for a goddamn dime. My money. And I'm gonna start over tomorrow. So we in tonight at 8. We'll go back tomorrow at 4 p.m. Central Standard Time. We'll be back at it again tomorrow at 4 p.m. Central Standard Time. If you don't want to come out here, kiss my ass. I give no fucks about you fucking with me or not. The street is here tonight. And there's some street niggas in there tonight. You know, it's probably why you want to come out here, because real don't want to fuck with no fake ass niggas anyway. So what I'm doing right now, I got baby mamas in there. I got teenagers in there. I got felons in there. That's what I got in there. As I told you, I'm finna feed the street. I'm finna feed the street. I don't give a fuck who team you on. I get no fucks. I get no fucks about who team you on. I get no fucks. None. Shit. Fuck with me, you fuck with me. I don't care. I care less about who team you on. I get no fucks. Make sure you hear that. I'm here to help everybody. Alright? I'm here to everybody. So I care less. If you come here, I'm teaching. I ain't finna teach you how to build. Go to your leader. Go to your upline leader, ask your upline leader how to build your org. I am not here to teach you how to build your org. This is not, this house, these trap houses is about trading. So when you come here, it's about trading.
Yeah.
I'm not teaching on building. You better get with your 7-figure leader. You better get with your 6-figure leader. You better get with your 5-figure leader, and they better teach you how to goddamn do it. All I want to do is teach a nigga how to goddamn trade. I got white folks in there. I got Latinos in there. I got Filipinos in there. Look, they don't give a fuck about no color. The only thing they want is, hey, Spills, are you finna teach me this skill? Don't nobody give a damn about no color in there.
Yeah.
Nobody give a fuck about no color. I'm seeing white folks eating all kind of shit, Latinos, and don't nobody care about no color. That's all y'all watching this media shit. What is Spills doing? I came to the goddamn hood, and I got 2 badass Airbnbs, traps right here,
He said 2 of them.
and I'm gonna keep doing it until somebody learn this goddamn skill. And that's what I love. I love the streets, and the streets love me. Appreciate the streets for all they doing. I appreciate hood dudes for all they doing. Because if it wasn't for hood dudes, I wouldn't be here. If it wasn't for you hood dudes, I wouldn't be here. All y'all in the street, I want to thank y'all. Whatever color, whatever set you represent, thank you. Thank you. Whatever color, whatever set you represent, thank you. It's you who making this happen. It's you who making this happen. It's you who making this happen. You streets. You. So, I mean, again, like I said, it's not for all y'all corporate people. I wish I could show y'all the neighborhood. The street. I'm not going to no corporate building, no corporate hotel. The street. Because I'm gonna be honest, man, they don't want to embrace me anyway. All y'all corporate people threw me away. They ain't want to fuck with me anyway. All y'all corporate people threw me away. The only reason I'm still here is because the street saved me. So, all y'all corporate bougie people, I know you don't fuck with me, and I'm okay. I'm okay with that. I know what I'm here for. But I'm gonna keep rocking with them. I'm gonna let them talk. My bank account not gonna talk. Don't ask me how much money I got. They know your fucking business. I'm gonna let the streets talk. I'm gonna let the streets speak all what they gonna say about what's going on. I got 2 guys coming here. Come here, man. I want to introduce y'all to somebody, man. So y'all came to this event tonight. This is my boy DT, Darren.
What's going on?
Now this
Man, I'm EJ, baby.
DJ. Now EJ, what you do for a living, man?
I'm a video guy, man. I shoot and edit all day, every day.
Now where you shooting at and where you normally working at? Where you normally do your job? I think he was in Cali or
I'm
something.
in LA, yeah.
LA. So he came down here for LA. You kind of saw it from a filming perspective. What you just seen from a filming perspective?
I thought it was absolutely amazing, man. Giving people an opportunity to make money differently than having to work for somebody. And be able to make your own money, be your own boss, empower others to do the same, and everybody grow together. And I think that's absolutely amazing for people like us.
Guys, let me try to hear this. I didn't want nobody here. Ain't nobody wearing no suits. Ain't nobody here talking professional. We just street brothers out here. There's another street brother that Rob. Look, it ain't no bougie joint here. It's just us.
We eating good, though.
Eating good. Ain't no suit. Ain't no suits. What?
The kill was nice. The kill was
The
nice.
kill was nice. I
Kill
got
and making some money. Is
kale and making money. I had street niggas eating kale tonight. Don't be honest. Yeah, and he put it out his teeth right now.
The ones that don't even like to be on live.
Those don't like being alive. Come on now. I got him. It's too late now. Look, bro. I'm gonna tell y'all something. On the real. If we don't do this and show other black men doing it, we already fucking lost.
What I say now? I said.
What you say? Tell them up.
I invited people, right? And I just told them I'm not the type of motherfucker to talk to people. I don't like talking to people.
Look.
I don't like talking to people at all. I'm good. Like,
Listen.
when I've established myself, I'm good. I don't need shit. I'm in a position I always say, fuck you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I
Listen.
from the Gamble. Seen the movie The Gamble?
Yeah.
I always have
Listen.
myself in a position to say, fuck you.
Yeah.
So I'm on my Facebook Live and Instagram. I don't do that. I don't really even post on them. Yeah. So I'm telling them, I say, y'all know who I am. Y'all know what I don't like people in my motherfucking business. But this shit right here, I've already done the due diligence. If I'm telling you punk asses to get with this shit, get with this shit. I don't give a fuck if you do, if you don't. I'll pay my $324 whatever it is a month. I don't care about that. I'm not trying to sell you shit. But as a person that says I am the man I say I am, and I don't tell my people, and I don't let y'all know, then y'all find out that I knew and didn't let y'all know. One, I don't want my name out there like that, but look, it's like, why would you not do this shit? It's like a win, fucking in the network, outside of what you
I got it in my headphone.
money, the type of people that you rub elbows with, in the conversations that's going on outside of, because of, yeah, I'm done. Yeah. I'm just letting you, that's why I'm
No. What's up? But check this out. People still walking. These are my boys. It's good to see y'all, man. Check this out.
Should you reclaim the
All
duct
we
tape?
doing is with dudes
No,
like
put
this.
it back over here so we don't lose it.
I don't get no PowerPoint presentation. Hey, bro, I got the world on here. Everybody telling you speak, bro. You speaking truth. You saying some real shit. I got the world listening to you right now, and they're saying speak your shit, because that's some real shit.
That's as real as I can be about it.
Yep.
If you're saying you're this righteous person, this business person, this mogul, entrepreneur, marketer, whatever, and you are not talking to people about this, like, it's like, no, it's not no fucking scam, because I don't play those type of
y'all hear this shit?
People know not to play those type of games with me, so it's like, I'm telling you, if you're listening, I'm telling y'all, if you're not fucking with it, once it do come back,
Carly, you want to do your stickers?
these conversations happening on motherfucking me, $300 million yachts and those type of things. We gotta also speak shit into Twitch, but it's happening. Like, everybody, I don't know one non-successful story but like anybody fucking with this. And I walked into a movie theater at 7 o'clock in the motherfucking morning, full of goddamn people. People I hadn't seen for 20, 30 years. This motherfucker been in the game just as long as I said, and I'm listening to his conversation and how he's talking, like he don't even fuck, he don't even talk like that. He got a group of motherfuckers he's listening to in the corner. Now look, I said, wait a minute. He been in the game, the game.
Yeah, bro.
He was in the movie theater. And I'm like, June, he telling me, like, I'm talking to y'all, he don't talk like that, but he was talking to me like I'm talking right now, like, June, you know me. I'm working, blah, 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 blah. You know where I stay. You know what I, da, 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 da. I told him, dumbass, and I don't like to use this word.
All right. Sorry, but I had to listen to that. So that's crazy. I'm wondering why he's talking away. Like, why is he pretty much talking shit on corporate, talking shit on? It's weird. Is that a sign of something? Is that a sign? Maybe. Driven just threw out a trade. Go ahead, give it to y'all since we're on live. If you want it, it is. Something's going on, right? The way he was saying is just weird. Like, I don't know. We'll see. That's cool though. I mean, he said he was, he was going to take it to the streets, city to city. That's pretty cool how he's doing that. All right. All right. So this tool, vibrato, right? You got to go to vibrato. Naturally, if you don't have vibrato, you would need to get it. But I'm going to show you the strategy here.
I'm trying to get her to calm down. She's gonna be up all night. She won't relax. Sorry, it's almost.
First thing I want you to do here. Hold on. I want to give you this.
That's all mom needs is to call the freaking fire department.
Actually, you know what? Oh, here it is. What am I doing? I'm looking for it. I'm on it. So yeah, you go to vibrato. Now you'll need the London payout add-on, okay, which is $10. You'll need the. What's she screaming about? The London payout. Where's the pen at, honey?
I want to hit it. I forgot. I put down.
Oh, you know what?
All right, dog.
The London payout. Sorry, family. So, whoops. So you'll click on vibes, then click London payout. Okay. And not only I don't use it for the actual London payout. There's two parts of the London payout. The regular London payout is pretty much all indices and gold. These are all from last week, but I usually don't use it too much. But what I'm using this for is the new ECC 11 London Payout 2.0. It's called. I know it's a long name, but that's what we are using here, and this is what I am so extremely just. I'm excited about this, and I'll be honest, guys. I'm liking it more than colors. So let me show it to you. I thought he was talking about people stuck in the matrix who refuse to see alternative stuff or refuse to accept things outside the matrix. I mean, yeah, but when he was talking about corporate and just, I don't know, it was just, to me, it sounded like he was, you know, just because of how he was like, you know, you want to learn how to build a business, go somewhere, you know, go to your freaking leader for that. Like, I'm worried about chasing you trade. Like, I ain't worried about building. Let's trade. Like, you know, last week he was preaching build, build, build. That's what I don't get. That's all I was saying. You know, he does calls all the time. He does outside of the go lives, you know, and I mean, well, you guys see it. You're in the Telegram. He does building calls. He does mindset. Like, for him to say all that was just weird, you know. So something definitely happened for it to you know, to flip the script the way it flipped. You know, I'm not saying he's leaving. I'm just saying, like, it's just weird. Somebody pissed him off, right? But yeah, they were saying, you know, if you don't want to, you know, pretty much if you don't want to see it, well, then the hell with you, you know, get up out of that world. Because corporate America ain't the place to be. All right, so click on strat. My bad. You'll hover your mouse over strategies, okay, and then you click on London payout, and then this comes up. And my tooth. All right. And I wrote a little cheat sheet down. So how this works, right, guys? Listen, it's easy. Okay. So It works on the 5-minute, the 15-minute, the 30-minute, the hour, and the day. Unless you have a big account, you're not trading on the day. You know, you may mark up on the day just to see the overall trend of what's going on here, but you know, you're not going to trade off. You're not going to take your entry off the day, right? So basically the hour, the 30, the 15, and the 5. Okay. Are your time frames. Now, if you're on the 5, naturally it's going to, you know, be this part here will be where the your trades or ideas are at. We'll be blinking a lot, and it's going to be constantly looking for setups. I like to use the 15 or the 30. Preferably, I'll be honest, I like the 30. But anyhow, let me show you how it works. So what you have to understand is this strategy is phenomenal if you follow the rules. Meaning there's only 3 sections. So what's that tell you? There's only going to be 3 rules, right? So first off, let me hold on. What the hell is happening here? All right. So you have this is considered the cash machine. The cash machine, right? That's what this indicator is called, the cash machine. Okay. Now, when you have, I'll go to the 15 just because there's not much on the 30 right now. So when you have like 4 minutes ago, you had 4 minutes ago, 7 minutes ago, 9 minutes ago, 10 minutes ago, 11 minutes ago, 17 minutes ago. When you have available trade ideas, they'll be here. And the way they have this set up, if it's an older, like a trade, meaning you won't even see it here. So if it's listed here, if it's listed, why are my settings all screwed up here? All right. Have been using this short time. Nick Engels, yeah, he doesn't use this. Anastasia, she don't use it. You sure you got this mixed up with something else? This is Kathy's strategy. This is, yeah, Kathy's creator, but yeah, Nick doesn't. Nick uses he's got his own little twist. He uses the original ECC 11, but his way, which in my opinion, I used to teach that Labib, but it's I didn't like it because it's scalping. I'm not a scalper. It's a good strategy though, but and then Anastasia, she's all indices. And then she's part of Gold Cup, or not Gold Cup. She's part of the indice add-on. She's what's it called? Index Infusion or whatever it is. But yeah, they're I guess you could say they're part of the what you call it. It's weird how, like, for example, Gold Cup, you have like 3 educators, and then for Vibrata, you got like 4 educators, and then like each tool has a couple educators. Like if you come here and click on Vibrata, but yeah. Yeah. Anastasia isn't listed. Her and Nick, now they do their own thing now. Yeah, that was a long time ago, Labib. I was about to say that was a while ago. They had a falling out. I don't know what happened, but yeah, they removed both of them from Vibrata, and now they just do their own thing. But Anastasia does help out with the indices still. It's a weird situation, but I don't follow it. I strictly I use colors and this, and that's what I use if I'm using a tool. A lot of times, guys, I'll be honest, I'm over here on the charts, but that's why I like Lindor method, because he actually is a retail trader, but he incorporates smart money into his strategy. So that's why I really do like Lindor strategy. But yeah, Kathy's great. And oh yeah, Kathy's awesome. And she's live 5 days a week too. So that's nice. All right, let's get to the strategy. So it's real easy, guys. So for example, let's take this one here. Down here on the bottom indicator, all this is this green line going through the top right here. Okay. That's your 80. Wow. Give me a second. Jeez. Man. Damn it. All right. Sorry. All right. And then down here, this green line, right, is the 20. Okay. Down here, 20. Up top is the 80. Now, in order for you to get into a trade, right, I don't care even if they call it out over here, because sometimes you're going to see trades over here that aren't valid. And what I mean by that is, in order for the trade to be valid on this, it's pretty much like colors, right? In order for you to take the trade on colors, you have to have the colors lined up, right? It's the same thing here. In order for you to take the trade, you must, I'm having a hot flash. You must have the 3 things, the 3 criteria is met. Now, she utilizes Fibonacci into this strategy that, in my opinion, is just killer, phenomenal. And I'm gonna go over that in a second. So sorry, babe, can I see it? And then the cash machine, right? So my bad, the bottom indicator down here, when you have, here's how I wrote it down for myself, right? And my little cheat sheet. And you can, do it however you want. Now I'm going to give you a video to watch too, where she explains it. And I'm also, for those of you who don't have Vibrata yet, you won't be able to get into this to watch it. She actually did a video on Facebook going over this, same thing. So for those of you that don't have it yet, can watch that. And I'll show you in a second. But yeah, no, this is legit. I'm telling you guys. For those of you who may not want colors, you may think $50 is too much, and I get it. It may be, but what you have to understand is the value in itself, the amount of money you make with colors, the amount of money you make with this, the amount of money you make with whatever tool you're using, right? For those out there that, you know, none of us are, but there's people out there that only do HFX and whatever tool they have nowadays, you know. But you just got to understand, like, if you're consistent and at least giving it an hour or two a day, well, then you should be making money every day, right? Especially with these two tools. But it's very easy, guys. So this line here means over the top, the 80 here, overbought. Down here, the 20, this green line is oversold. Now, all you really care about on this bottom indicator is this black line. Okay. When this black line, like for example, let me take my right here. You see it's up top, right? It's in the over bought area. I mean, yeah, my bad. Overbought. So if you come up here and line it up, you come to the second indicator and it's same thing. These red lines going across the top, overbought. The green lines going across the bottom are oversold. Same thing on both indicators, okay? When it comes to the top and bottom. Now, you do not get into the trade if your black line is not either overbought or oversold. And this has to match. So in this case, this would have been a perfect trade because your black line is crossing. Remember, you have to be crossing down. So not only do you have to be overbought like it is, but you have to be crossing down. Okay. Which it was. Okay. Come up here. This one here, same thing. Now, this one, when the red is on top of the green, you're selling. When the green is on top of the red, you're buying. Okay. Very easy, guy. I mean, this one here, guys, this one's just simple. All right. So these two indicators, that's all it is. This one's called the cash machine. And then this one down here is just, I'm not sure which EMAs they're not allowed to, because of compliance reasons, they're not allowed to tell us now. So remember, Heidi, when I was trying to have you guys do the edit your harmonic scanner, remember that? And it wouldn't let us, and they had just did that update. That's what they did. They made it to where another one dropped and driven. Oh, a swing trade by Lenny. Yeah, I don't like Lenny's trades. I'll take a look at it. Yeah, I usually don't take Lenny's trades. I'll be honest. NZD CAD. NZD CAD. I was gonna say, didn't we just have that over here? No. All right. So The only time to get in a trade, if a trade's called and you don't see, for example, if it's a sell, your black line must be up here. You must be overbought, I mean, right? Ready to come back down to sell. If it's a buy, your black line better be under the down here, right? Like right here. An example, right here. It's under the 20 and it's coming up, right? Right here, under the 20 and it came up. Now, to make it even better, when it crosses the red too, right? That's more confirmation. When it crosses this red line, when it spikes up or down, or crosses up or down. So very simple on these two indicators, okay? Top part's overbought, bottom's oversold. You cannot get into the trade unless you're in those areas. Both, right? One can't be on top and one at the bottom. No, if it's a buy, both of them got to be at the bottom. If it's a sell, both of them need to be at the top, okay? Or you can't take the trade, literally. Now, if those two things meet, this is where this comes into play. You want to zoom in. You're going to want to edit your Fibonacci settings. So every time you log in, it will be the same. Now, let me give you those settings. Only the blue check marks. And if you're gonna put it on trading view like I did, just, you know how to do it, just save it. Like I said, I have all these saved: Gazy, Cobain, Figs, Lindor, London Payout 2.0, Money McGee's. You can have as many as you want. Just make sure you save it.
Looking for something. Charlie, you don't get it when people don't feel good. You don't get it. Stomach hurts, buddy.
So whenever you're good on this, drop some sevens and I'll show you how to use it. I see the pen, honey.
I gave it to you. Ben gave it to you.
Where?
Kevin, don't look somewhere where it wouldn't be. Don't be dumb, please. You're
Where?
the worst actor there ever was. Well, it's the only place it could be. The only place I put it over there. Well, I need a dab. So hurry up, please.
Brad's laughing. All right. Chaos Kush tasting good. All right. So real quick, let me show you. So where'd that trade go? Oh, here it is. So for example, Laura. So my cheat sheet, how I have it written down. So cash machine, I have overbought, oversold areas only. If a trade pops out and the shit's here, you know, in the middle, or it's just, I'm not even looking at the trade. Even though it may do exactly what, you know, the call says it's going to do. That doesn't mean that doesn't mean we take it, right? Because we don't. We need it to be up here or down here, up here or down here, okay? Or we don't get in. And when you have the red over the green, clearly that's your sell zone. When green's over the red, oh, it's your buys. But it's got to be in the areas of oversold and overbought. Okay. Now, that's easy, right? Everybody got that. It should at least, right? These two down here, everybody should be able to understand that, right? Those are very easy to understand. Now, I want you to watch the video. She does do one that's a lot better here in the back office, but the one on Facebook's fine for those of you who don't have Vibrata. Does anybody currently have Vibrata that has that would be able to, if I gave you the link to the video? Okay, yeah, that's fine. It's not, no worries. Check this out. So let's just say that now this one isn't, you know, doesn't meet criteria. This here, our down here is right, but up here is not. It's in the middle. This here was up top, and then we broke down, which would have been good. But this, not good. So how the indicator works is you take your Fibonacci. So the sell came out on this candle. So you go to the candle before it. Okay, so the call comes out right here. You go to the previous candle. You start at the wick. So right here. And if it's a sell, you're going to swing it low to high from the wick to the low, right? So if you were going this low or this low, okay. Now, oh yeah, my bad. I'm thinking the price currently at. Yeah, so right here to the low. Now, your 786. Whoops, I'm looking for these lines. Your 786, I guess we can just do this. Your 786 and your 886, that's your area of entry. Okay. Stop loss will be right here at the 100 or right above it. Is your ideal stop loss. Okay. And if you can see, you're actually still you pulled back a little bit, but you still haven't got stopped out yet. I mean, we wouldn't have took the trade because of this here down here. But anyhow, now check me out. Let's erase this. Now, when you get to the 50, right, and the 618, price is always going to pull back. 9 out of 10 times it's going to pull back. Don't get scared of a pullback, but price will pull back. Okay. If you haven't got in yet at this point, you don't get in yet. You don't get in until it breaks that 50 onto the other side. Okay, now when you watch her video, you'll understand. But if you're not in before this move, she says to wait. Me personally, if I don't catch it in the beginning, I'm not getting in anyhow. I'm not going to get in the middle of a move. That's just me. But she tells you how if you were to. And your TPs are the 236 is TP1 and the 124 is TP2. And it's usually anywhere between 20 and 50 pips total. Now, for some of you who may be having a hard time grabbing the, the swing trades, the 200 pip moves, the 100 pip moves, colors, and this obviously is your answer. But instead of doing that, trying for 100 pips, 200 pips. For those of you that may have been on the one morning show called that Doc had, Sir Trilly, he even said it. If you're having a tough time focusing on, a swing trade, don't worry about the big pips. Just go after a few small trades, right? Instead of getting one big trade and having to worry about one, big move, just get into a couple small ones. And the more I thought about that, I'm like, man, that's, I guess that would make sense. But this tool here actually helps you do that. You can get into 3 or 4 trades and grab, 15, 20 pips or more, each one. So this isn't a scalping tool, and it's not a swing trading. It's more of intraday. And what I mean by intraday is just pretty much, in and out the same day. But this is, it's so easy. I may have explained it not that well, but I'm daughter and running around acting crazy, screaming in the background. But I want you to watch this video. Give me a second. It's actually in on Facebook. Most of you are in the group anyhow. You should be at least. Oh man, I love seeing the shiny object jumpers every month, man. They're just, I got something new for you. All right. Here it is, vibrato. Okay, and it's actually pinned right here. She did a call with Kevin. Her and Kevin did this call.
Hey everybody, hope you all having a beautiful and blessed day. My name is Kevin Serrano.
So if you actually fast forward,
Actually one of the managers says,
find my little hands. Start up. Now these are going to be your, click on it, it will pull the chart up. Now these are going to be your confirmations for it. Down here at the bottom where you,
so she goes over it, but this here, guys, I'll give you the link here. Where's the chat? Oh, here it is. No, what? What are you guys saying no to? Yes, no. Did I ask a question? Maybe I did. I'm sorry, guys. My mind's all crazy. I'm trying to get my daughter to bed, and vibrato, my bad. Okay, so there's that. For those of you that want to watch her just explain it, her and Kevin. So the reason Kevin's here is the cash machine, blah 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 blah. the cash machine, that's his indicator. That's his homemade. He made that. That's his indicator. Okay. So it's kind of, it's her strategy, and they're like, you know, partners. They've been, I guess, together for a while. And I guess he offered it to her, you know, hey, you want to use add mine into the 2.0, it would make it, you know, a lot better. Da, 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 da. One thing led to another, and here we are. New and improved ECC 11 2.0, London payout style, right? And like I say, guys, it's amazing. It really is. Just like I said, just to grab 20 pips. I mean, you can't lose if you follow the rules, like for real. You may have that, you know, 9 out of 10, we'll say 9 out of 10 times. We'll say 90% of the time. If you follow the rules, meaning those 3 steps, every time, you're gonna profit. Whether you take the profits, it's up to you. You know what I mean? Or if you stay in too long thinking it's going to keep going, and then you end up losing it. Right? So, but another one, just like colors, extremely easy, cheaper than colors. And yeah, it's a good one. Real good one. So
You see the black and red line, that's ECC 11 2.0. This is, well, really it's the whole strategy, but this is what it's based off of. So at the bottom here, anytime, now I gotta go over here and find my little hands so I can point at it so you guys can see it. Anytime that you see the black line break above the 20, that's going to be considered a buy zone according to the algorithms that's just been called. So this is going to be a buy zone area. Every time it breaks above the 20, remember that, buy zone. The algorithms is calling for a buy at that point. Now I'm giving you the safe moves to where you can get in. Now, once it breaks down below the 80, the algorithms are calling a sell zone. This is a sell zone area right here. This is the sell zone area.
now I'll tell you guys, there's people people are killing this. I'm telling you right now, people are killing this. The strategy. It just got released. The 2.0 went live. 2.0 went live a few months back. But it didn't have any of this. It was just the top part, and I forget what, there was something on the bottom. I forget what it was, but it wasn't this, right? 2.0 now is completely revamped, and it's why they've called the upgraded, the new and improved, they call it, the new and improved 2.0. And it's now this. And I can tell you, this is 30 times better than the original 2.0. And I thought the original 2.0 was good. But now this is just, guys, I mean, come on. It's so easy for us to make money. It's I'm just trying to find the best and easiest ways that we have to our advantage, right? And this is just like colors, very freaking easy.
Right here. Below the 80 is the sell zone. So remember that. Below the 80 is the sell zone. Okay, and I'm going to show you how all of this lines up, but we're starting down here. Above the 20 buy, below the 80 sell. So that's how we're going to do it. Below the 80 is going to be a sell. And then I'm going to show you all of your algorithms will be called there, along with you will get the dotted lines for your entries. All of that will be called as well. Okay, so remember 80 sell, 20 buy. So I'm going to mark all the entries where you could get in for your buy zone. Here, this is NZD JPY. I normally don't trade that, but whatever's being called, that's where you can get in at. Okay, I don't know what just happened here. Okay, all right, click the wrong thing. All right, so these are our lines right here. Now the algorithms on this is starting to call for a buy. Now I'm gonna show you how this lines up. You don't get in it unless it's above the 20 or above the 80. I don't care what else is being called. If you wait on this, you will be able to see it.
Now, what she's saying, guys, the same thing I told you. Remember, if it's not up here or down here, meaning above the 80 or below the 20, you don't even look to get in. So if it's in the middle, you've already missed the move, right?
Let me thicken this line up a little bit more so that.
But she's very good, guys. She's real good. She's not quite as crazy as Doc, but she's for us, right? She's for us. She's not into the building part. She's for us traders. She wants us to make money, and she shows up 5 days a week. Three of the 5, she shows up twice a day. Excuse me. She's just good. She really is. And when she has her session, she uses, she trades this live.
This coming up against this line. So let me move this over. Okay. So now those are your sell zones and your buy zones, right? So now in the middle, this is your second confirmation. Anytime the lines are up here in the red, that's overbought. And anytime your lines come down here to the green, is oversold. Oversold. So this is your second confirmation here. It goes right along with the 2.0 at the bottom, but I want you to see how it goes together. So let's go up here. Now, when the green line for the oversold part, when the red line is on top of the green line going down, that's considered the sell, meaning it's overbought, it's going to sell. So let me make, oversold, buy. Overbought, sell. Okay. And so when you see the green line on top, like right here, when you see the green line on top, that means buy. Okay. Now let me show you how all of this lines up. Now, if you had got in for the sale, when it broke down past the 80, oh, why are all my stuff so thin now? Broke down past the 80, right here for this sale, you would have entered for the sale there. Also, you would have saw right here where the red line was now above the green line. You see how I line up where the red line is now above the green line.
I see that, right? You had both of them in the right spot. See? And they lined up. Boom. Boom.
And it's in the overbought area, so it's selling. And over here, this shows you the actual candle that it sold on. The alert will be called right here on that one. You would enter on this one. You would have had red dotted lines going across. Now, if you're watching it and you staying in it, you could stay in this until it gets down to the 20, which have been right in this area somewhere. Hold on, let me move this up a little. I'm using my little screen. If you got it right there at that entry and exited right there, that would have been 83 pips. Okay. And that's what you're watching it. Now, if you're not watching it, 20 pips is all we're
So she's
going for.
telling you how to, get out. Basically just ride it to the net. If she's getting up here, she's riding it down here to the 20. If she gets in down here for the buy, she's going to ride it up to the 80. You see, that's how she's doing it. And she's about to show you how to figure the fibs in a second. I like using the fibs. You could do either way, but she'll show you.
You go for 20 pips. This is your sell entry area. Entry zone, 83 pips. This is below the 80. Okay, so that would have been your sell entry. Now we see right here where it came back up above the 20. Where it came back up above the 20. This is our buy zone. The algorithms is calling for a buy. You see that? Right here, it's calling for a buy. Then if we go look at our cash machine, this is your second confirmation. What's happening here? Our green line is now above our red line, and it's buying. So that's your second confirmation. And if you line this up together, you'll see where this is the candle that we're getting in right there. So if we got in right there and we rolled it up into the 80, this is our entry. We rolled it up until it got to the 80, which it would have been right here at that candle. That would have been 60 pips for the buy.
She's on her way out.
Buy entry,
Why
60
tell me to
pips.
shush? Where is she?
She's almost out. She's nodding. She's almost asleep.
I thought you said she was.
And if you stay on, this is above the 20. If you stay on one pair, you can really just stay on one pair and ride it up and down. Or you can get the alerts when it's being called. So this is the buy. Let me make it darker. So you would have got in it and bought it up to there. This sold down to here. This bought up to there. And then when it consolidated for a little, you see how it consolidated here? It consolidated right up there. Your next sell entry would have been right here when it came down below the 80. And if we line this up with this, then we see our red line is above the green line coming down. And then if we line this up with our candles, this is our sell entry right here. You see these blue dotted lines here? You would have got red dotted lines right there. That's another confirmation. But if this is not broken through the 80 or the 20, I don't care if the blue dotted lines are there for your safety, just wait until it does. And you would have wrote it down to the 20, which would have been right here. That's another 59 pips on the sale. You see how we're tracking here? That's another 59 pips for the sale.
Sheesh.
Sale zone entry.
Easy stuff.
59 pips.
Guys, knowing everything that we know, I'm trying to talk a little lower. My daughter's like almost asleep. Knowing what we know now, right? How far we've come. This here should be like a walk in the park for everybody, right?
Yeah.
Now the fibs, when she gets to the fibs and explains it, if you guys haven't really dealt with Fibonacci, you may be lost, but I could help you with that. But I'm just having you listen to this because she explains it better than I did. But I wanted you to see her because she's the creator. at least see how she does it. And then, you know, again, you can see in that cell that she just told you about, I wouldn't have took it because my lines weren't up here, right? In my oversold, they were down here a little bit. She still took it. Me, I wouldn't have. So
It's below.
when she moves this box, I'll show you what I'm talking about.
The 80.
So when she said right here, this cell right here, right? This one, you see right here, it's below the red and below the yellow. What those yellow lines are, guys, those are actually also overbought and oversold areas. That's just like last line of resort. So let's say you get one, everything's lining up, but you're in the yellow. You're not above the red, but you're above the yellow. That's valid. Okay. Or you're not below the green, but you're below the yellow. That's valid. Here, you weren't, right? So that's why I wouldn't have took it. She still did. So, you know, that part of it will just be, you know, you guys figuring it out. But it's, guys, it's an easy strategy.
And that's really all you have to do. So far we have what, 83 pips, 60 pips, and a total of 59 pips, just riding it up and down. That's a total of, let's see, 83, 60, and 59. That's a total of 202 pips over that.
That's a decent, that's a
decent
day.
amount. It is.
That's
and
a
we're
decent
not
day.
even finished yet.
Right. Now,
So if
just
you
to
stayed in,
now just to confirm, right? Because I'm looking at it, I'm looking at it on my end as well, guys, and I'm looking at my end as well on my other screen, right? The current setup that's currently in motion. Would you mind clicking? Well, you can't click anything, but looking at where it's at now, what it's calling an NZD. The algorithm itself is calling an NZD JPY potential bullish move. Looking on mine, guys, the the bottom indicator, it's angling up, is crossing the red. The cash machine, which is the bottom, the top indicator above the bottom indicator, right? They're starting to angle up. You essentially want to wait for the green now to cross above the red, right? The green now to cross above the red, right? Have an in-depth view of a green crossing above the red, right? Alongside the bottom low indicator crossing above the red line as well, for this to be a probable potential setup as well, correct?
Correct.
Okay, so this one here, guys, is on the oversold. The current over here, if you look on the right hand side, it says NZD/JPY M30 calling for a potential bullish move. And the bottom, if you look at the indicator, it's on the oversold level, which indicates buy. And then if you look at the indicator underneath that, it's crossing above the red, insinuating possibilities of a bullish move as well. So now we're seeing the possibilities. Once we see that the top indicator sits underneath and sitting on the oversold level, which insinuates a buy potential, possible potential buy, right? We wait for that to start lining up, that the green is now sitting above the red, so we can now look for a potential entry on it to ride it up. Now, I know in past conversation that you and I have had, Kathy, again, past profits don't guarantee future results, guys. It's the strategy, and what we're doing here is an educational based purpose of this video, so you guys can now adapt and potentially utilize this for your own personal benefit, okay? Again, Dr. Kathy's she's put some skin in the game, sleepless nights, all that good stuff to adapt and evolve and grow strategies such as this to make it as simplistic as possible for a newbie to come in and be able to utilize this in such manner. All right, this is very easy. Step-by-step process, right? Step-by-step process, especially with the potential alerts based on the algorithm's qualification of being called on the right-hand side. All right. So with this being said, past conversations, this has not a guarantee. Again, there's no golden strategy out there, but typically we're looking at a potential minimum of about 20, right? A potential minimum of about 20 potential pips that this does potentially run in. All right, this does potentially run in. All right. So for example, this NZD/JPY that's being alerted on the.
And guys, I'll be honest, what he's saying right there, that's perfect. How many of you guys were awake this morning when I threw the AUD? Hold on, let me Let me pull my MT4 up. Was it AUD NZD or AUD? Which one was it? AUD USD? Hold on. AUD USD, or I forget now. Where the hell did it go? The NZD, shit. I forget which one it was. Anyhow, I was there this morning. Here, you know what?
Right hand side, right?
Let me look real quick. AUD NZD. That's what it was. AUD NZD. Okay. So AUD NZD.
Now we're seeing that the market is
this is prime example what he's saying here. So he's saying is every trade idea that comes out on this, every call, as long as it's a valid call, right? They're looking for a minimum of 20 pips, right? So you should be good for at least 20 pips. The AUD NZD today ran up to what? I think it was 48 pips, almost 50 pips. And then it reversed and went the complete opposite way, right? But if you would have had this and you would have been looking, you would have known it's time to get out, before I put the alert in the chat of, hey, manage your profits properly, yada, yada. So it's good to know that, because for people who have time to watch it, you can just wait until you get to the 20, until you get to the 80, depending on where you're starting at. And then if you're somebody who doesn't have time to just sit there and watch, she's about to show you some sauce with the fibs.
On the overbought level, which oversold level, I'm sorry, which is looking like it's going to be a potential buy. And the bottom indicators insinuating the same thing. So they're working in unison, right? They are working in unison. So in this case, I will wait for the green line to cross above the bottom above the red on the bottom on the first indicator, right? For me to look for my potential entry to write it up for a possibility of a minimum of 20, right? Depending on where the next area is. Now, Dr. K, based on this here, how would you determine where to possibly find your targeted zones in the market? Where can you find, what would you do to find your next target zone? So if this is calling an NZD-JPY bullish move, where would you find your next target area to take the idea to?
Okay, so what I normally do is I come over here to the Fibonacci's. I grab the Fibonacci retracement. I put it on the previous candle low, but you can put it on the lowest low. If you do, this should line up. I'm gonna have to change something in here. Let me go to settings real quick. My settings, as far as my style, I usually make all of this one color. So let me just make all of this one color here. And we're all going to use, I usually like black. And then I normally move this over to the right so I could see. No. This has got left. No, right. I want it on. I don't know what's happening here. Okay. So then I turn around and all of these are in here. What I normally do add is the 0.886, and then I will add a 0.124. So, oh, let me take the shade out. Shade, where is it at? Okay, then I put this on there. I don't know why this is doing that. Normally I don't do that. Okay, so what I normally do is I'll put it on that previous one. This usually always line up with the 88.6, which is right here, and the 78.6. When this breaks through, that should be up on the 78.6. What I would do is I would get in, and normally I would take it So you can see exactly where your numbers are over here. You have to reset it. I don't know why it's not showing up for me to reset it the right way that I like. And then I was shading the 61.8 and the 50.
Laying on the end of the bed.
My
She
first
won't
initial
go
take
to
profit
bed.
will be at the
I'm still awake,
61.8.
but
Usually at the 50, it'll pull back. If you miss those entries, then you can get in again at the 38.2. So I normally mark my take profits. If I'm not going to look at it, I usually mark it at the 23.6 and then at the 124. So if we got in this because it broke above the 20, so the algorithms is calling for a buy. It's right at the 78.6. So if I got in it and I held it, my take profit would be at the 124. That's about 71 pips. And then my stop loss would be right here at the between the 88.6 and the 100 is where my stop loss would be at. And then normally I will come over here and get a long position, line it up with what I just marked up with the fibs all the way to the 124. So you can see your win ratio, and you can see it right here. And then that would be my stop loss. And then I would write it up to there. So if I took the fibs off, I know exactly where I'm going. And I would do it like that. I know that this spot right here, I may get some resistance, but overall, I know where it's going. And I'll do it like that. So you can use the fibs to do it. What you think, Kevin?
I like it. I like it. For me, I would personally do it this way because it's how I personally do it on my own personal trading anyway, right? But for individual who does not like doing fibs, what I would personally like to look for is I look for my accumulation zones, right? So I will look, you guys will be able to see the drawing on the screen, but I will see there's a whole bunch of area of accumulations of price there where the wicks are located, right? So in this range right here, you see a whole bunch of accumulation wicks there, right? A whole bunch of areas of support in a sort of sense, right? Let alone it being support, it was also resistance right there. If you guys saw when she drew her fibs up, that was around the 50-61.8 area. So it works in unison for the most part, but for individuals who do not like using fibs, again, you can just look to the left, right, and find your accumulation areas where price has accumulated, right, where these price wicks, what you're seeing, right, these price support and resistance areas here have accumulated a whole bunch of rejection in these wick areas, because what those wicks areas are insinuation of are attempts to breach a specific level, and they're filling orders. So in this area here is an area of filled orders. So if I'm expecting this to potentially go up, I would potentially look for this to go from point A to point B and ride it up to this accumulation zone. And as you guys saw, that was the 50 to I think the 50 to 61.8 area. So it works in unison. It's just different perspectives. I'm telling you, I've said this before, like on strategies, no matter what go lives or what you're essentially using is how you personally perceive the market, what your comfortability is when looking at the market. This strategy is very simplistic and very easy on its own, right? Now, it still takes manual work, right? We don't want to take away the manual work that y'all need to put in, because that's what you guys are here to do in this beautiful company's educational platform, to learn how to do things on your own behalf. We can provide specific tools, but applying the knowledge that you've gained will maximize the tool that you're essentially using for your own benefit. So finding your specific accumulation zones alongside targeting everything on the screen the way Kathy has lined it up to be, right, can only maximize your possibilities of getting it right while looking at these alerts, right? Getting it right. That's the main thing, getting it right. All right. So just a quick overview, real quick, Dr. K. All right, just a quick overview. Check, do real quick, do a step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4 verbally on what you essentially look for per setup, per call when you do receive it. All right. So everyone can have it. Individuals have the opportunity to write it down, like myself. All right. With what you drew up on the screen. So what's your step 1 when you first come into this?
Step 1, I look down here at the bottom and I look to see if my price line has broke above the 20 or broken down below the 80. For the buy, above the 20, the buy zone is above the 20 for the buy. The sale zone is below the 80 for the sale. So I look to see if that's been met. That's step one. Step two, I'll go and look at the cash machine, and I look to see if my red line is coming down, but is above the, is on top of the green, or if the green line is on top of the red line for my second indication. Then two, I would look for my arrows here, my red or blue arrow, which will pop up. And then I would look at the entry price that has been called at, but I would not get enter in until this breaks above the 20. And that's just that, it's just that simple.
Boom. So there's a quick step-by-step, quick personal overview, a tutorial video of how to use the East 11 2.0. Any questions anybody essentially has, drop it in the comment section of this video. We'll try to get back to you as soon as possible with a response, with an answer of any curiosities that come about while watching this video. And
That's it. It's that easy. So whether you guys want to use the fibs, you know, to identify your levels, meaning your take profit, your stop loss, and entry and all that, or if you just want to, you know, do as he said and look left, right, for your accumulation zones. This was calling for a sell. If you were to look left, well, I see accumulation right there, right? You can see some right here, but I'd like to say it would come farther than that, you know? So it's just up to you. This is a very easy tool, guys. And like I said, I've been testing it out, and I tell you what, I like it. It works. And it's just like they just said on the video, it's just simple, it's simplistic. You know, it's pretty much like colors, but in my opinion, I mean, this here, it's easy as easy can get, right? But overall, you know, guys, I still like to come over here and really get on the charts and do my thing. So I like the Lindor method. I'll be honest, I've been using the Lindor with a little bit of my twist to it, and I've been liking it. But I still use the tools, you know, as well. But it's just, like I say, I look at the tools as the earn while you learn part of, you know, the process. We know we're not here to depend on the tools forever. You know, all they're really to do is to allow us to make money while we're still learning. That's all. And that's what I look at colors. And that's just what I look at this as. An easy way to find a setup, you know, go through the checklist, make sure if it lines up, take it. If not, don't, you know, it's just an easy way to make the money while you're learning, basically, right? It takes the earn while you learn model and, you know, makes it a thing, really. So with that being said, guys, that's it. That's the strategy. And those are the two that I wanted to show you guys. I wanted to show you the smart money and this. More importantly, I wanted to show you guys this. The smart money, again, is just for, you know, those of you that are, you know, a little more advanced, or, you know, farther along than others, or, you know, you think you may be ready for it. But in the grand scheme of things, another tool for us to get money with, basically, right? So hopefully it made sense. Does anybody have any questions on it? And for those that never mind, she left. It's all good. But yeah, that's it, guys. So again, it's you know, instead of $50 a month, it's only $30 a month. So you're saving $20 a month if you were to switch from colors, or if you were to get this and colors, this is another $30. So it's $20 for Vibrata, and then $10 for the London payout. So, you know, but yeah, that's that. I would love to look over some colors with setups with you guys, but I didn't expect to be on this long. But we'll touch on colors tomorrow or later tonight if I end up coming back. I'd like to trade to London, so we'll see what's up. I'm going to start teaching my wife during the London too, but get her on these charts as well. So, but yeah, guys. So yeah, that's it. Literally, hopefully you guys liked it. If you did, cool. If not, that's cool too. Just keep on using colors. But this is another easy peasy strategy that you can scalp with, because like I said, you can utilize it on the 5 minute, or you can intraday. Like me, I like the 30-minute and the hour. So now, hence the name London Payout. Even though there are, like you can see, they just had a new setup given out on the 15-minute, but they give you trades all day long. But the majority that the tool calls out is during the London session. So from 2 a.m. Eastern till like 12 noon Eastern is when the most setups are given, but they do give them all day long. So but that's how it works, guys. And like I said, it's a good one, but just another way to make some money, guys. So hopefully that explained it very well, and you heard how she explained it. She's the creator, and yeah, and like I said, her sessions are good too, guys. She's really she teaches, and that's what I like about Kathy. If you guys remember back when we very first started with IM, remember I used to always talk about, if I brought her strategies, the ECC11, the original ECC11. So it's just a lot better now. So, but yeah, I'll if I do come back later, guys, I'll let you know in the chats. If not, tomorrow morning, back tomorrow for sure. And yeah, get those pips. And is there anything else I need to say? Oh yeah, those of you that are in Driven, big week this week. It's going to be a big week this week and next week. With the launching of the app and the what you call it. So pretty exciting times. Exciting times here in the trading world, if you will. And then yeah, other than that, guys, it is what it is. Keep on keeping on. If you're having issues, remember, guys, I'm here. Shoot me the question. I got the answer for you. If I can't answer it for you, I'll direct you to where you can get the answer. But I should be able to answer it for you. But by now, I want to say by now, we should be using colors with ease, right? Nobody should have trouble. I mean, and if you do, please don't be, oh shit, he said nobody should have trouble, I don't want to mess it. No, don't. Please ask your question. I want to make sure nobody's struggling, right? Regardless, whether it's with this tool or colors, ask me, guys. I know how they work. I got them down, and I win with them. I want y'all to win with them too. So it just allows you to earn while you learn. With that being said, guys, I'm going to take off, and I'll see y'all in the chats. I'll see you in the chats. All right. Y'all have a great night. See y'all hopefully